So here it is, the Suntrekker. Just thought I'd give you a bit of a guided tour. You can see the solar panel outside the front here. This stores nicely inside under the bed when not in use, but I usually just have the cable when I'm stationary, just have the cable sort of out the window. That generates enough power for you to sort of charge a mobile phone, etc. This window at the front, this Luton window, this is leaking. I think if you can see here, there's a bit of this missing, and I think that may be where it's entering, so it should just need a new seal. You can see sort of on the top there, I'll try and get in a bit closer and I'll take some photos, but there has been some damage up there, and it's been refiberglassed, and yeah, it needs, in my mind, it needs completely redoing that bit. It looks a bit worse than it is down there, and that's just because it's been painted and some of the paint's chipped away. All of that bit on that end is fine, it's just this bit at the front here you can see. Okay, so you can see from under here, this is plywood, and that's absolutely fine, it's not rotten at all. Another window there, that's all watertight, well sealed. These are just a few marks from where it's been on the truck. Yeah, it's nothing major. I think it should just clean off. So these are the legs, which are down low at the moment, which is yeah, when you've not got it on the truck, that's the best way to have it, is have it as low and stable to the ground as possible. So yeah, as I mentioned, I've got the cable coming out at the moment for the solar panel, which actually could also be stored on the roof. You could have a permanent fitting on there. This window, I replaced this window because I had a bit of a bump and damaged the last one, and it wasn't quite the same. The size is fine, it's just that the fittings, I'll show you perhaps better when we're inside, but the fittings are not compatible, so they just need sorting out. Underneath here, this is I think this is the gas sort of exhaust pipe, which you can see. Let's just come off there. It's not a big job, just to get a bit more of the pipe and reattach it. It's just attached via a Jubilee clip. That's for the water tank. So, little catch for the door, that's broken, just needs replacing. This in here is the gas storage, and come to the back of the vehicle. So it's got stable doors, you can see. I'll just open it up. And if we go inside, you can see here, got a little fridge, which I'm going to test later, but I believe was working the last time I used it. Got plenty of built-in storage. Well, you can see all these storage cupboards are really handy. See in there. There's also one under the fridge, which I've just realised I've not emptied yet. I'll just take those bits out. So I've got a hob, 3-ring hob. with storage in these cupboards. This one, the hinges had rusted, so they need replacing, so that's not actually attached at the moment. It comes off, but yeah, just needs some new hinges. Oh, the hob has also got a grill. Grill pan there. And some more storage, another storage cupboard underneath there. Okay, this is a really handy feature. This is work surface here, but when you want a bit more space, you're not using it. This, goes up like this, and the same applies for the sink that you've got here. So if you just put the sink down, yep. So the water pump isn't working at the moment, and I think I've blown a fuse, so it's either that or it could be that it needs a new pump, which is located in the seat underneath, so yeah, that'll need checking. Got the Propex heating system up here, which I'm going to test later, and number 1 skylight. It's really just a case of just turning this to open. So there's 2 of these in here, both of these are working. Here with the lighting, I've replaced the lighting with LED lights, so just to show you this is working. Yep. And that's powered using this panel here. So you can see you've got the cigarette lighter, some replacement fuses in here, and these just the on-off switch. What we've got is under this seat here is where all the kind of electric stuff is, and that's a charge controller that I've had installed, which just means that if you don't know, like the solar panel that's charging the battery, this just makes sure that it doesn't overcharge the battery. But yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but on a sunny day like today, you can see the first green light that's solid, that's just to say it's charging, and the green flashing light means that the battery is fully charged. And the battery, this leisure battery, is only 2 years old. Yeah, there's other electric stuff that I don't fully understand in there. But yeah, maybe someone else would be better to figure that out. I think that's the mains, so if you've got, if you plugged into the mains, then yeah, that's what you need to switch on. Anyway, moving on. So over this side, yeah, this is where the drinking water tank is, and the pump will also be in there, which is what I think may need replacing. Okay, and then most of these other seats are storage. That one's got the pipe in for the heating, which comes out of these air vents down here. That cable is from the solar that's towards the solar panel going out the window. You can see here what I was talking about with the catch that's missing. I've got these are working, but it's just this central one. It should, basically it needs a connector like that. This is one of the light fittings that unfortunately I knocked off. It snapped off. I've tried to super glue it, but it's not going back on, not staying on. So yeah, I think you can quite easily replace these light fittings. And this above the window is really useful. There's storage under here, and that's on both sides. That's the other light, which is working. And just have a look under here. Ah, yeah. So this is the I think it's 10 meters. So this is the cable if you want to connect to the mains. And I think that curtain there is from this window. And yeah, there's a little bit more storage under here as well, which is handy. And here you've got a porta potty in there. What else? Okay, so this bar here, you can see that. This is, might be difficult for me to do this with one hand, but this is basically the table, which, let me just see if I can do it. Let me just put the phone down a minute. Okay, so that quite easily just slots in. So you can see you've now got the table, and you can sit either side of that. And when you're not using that, that just folds away, and it's quite easy to store it on the bed. The bed here is, it pulls out, and again I think I'm going to struggle to do this one-handed, but this pulls out. I won't pull it out all the way, but you get the idea. And what happens is these bits here, they slot into there on the window, and that makes a decent sized double bed, quite comfortable. Where I said about the window leaking here, you can see, or I don't know if you can see actually, but the ply and the carpet that's surrounding that window has come away, and I think yeah, probably needs replacing. You'll also note, let's see if I can show you a shot of the ply on the roof. Now this, it's all riveted, and this has come away. The rivets have come out. So it could just be a case of re-riveting it, or yeah, it might need this whole ceiling panel might need to come out. I don't think the wood's rotten, but it probably needs to come out so you can see what's going on underneath, because where the leak is inside, I'm not sure if you can see here, but there's like, yeah, there's a bit of water damage there, and there's also a few stains on the roof, and in really heavy rain it used to just drip from here. So I think this whole panel needs to come out so you can see what's what's going on underneath. Okay, just trying to think if there's anything else. Don't think so. Let's just have a little look outside. I'll show you around the other side of the vehicle. But yeah, back door here. You've got curtains on the back door, and yeah, if you were to get your truck converted, you've got you can plug this in to the truck to charge the battery whilst you're driving, and then you've also got your mains socket here. You just plug into that, and if you're at a campsite with power, you can plug into that, and I believe the fridge will then run off the 240 volt. Oh, I forgot to say there's also a plug down here, but I think to use that you need to be on 240 volt, otherwise you need to charge from the 12 volt cigarette lighter. And just show you around the rest of the vehicle side. All of that bit of paint coming off, but it's in good condition, and all the stickers, the lettering, all in really good condition. This window got a small crack in it, but it's not affecting. It's still watertight basically. Yeah, so back to the front. You can see from this side, I think that it doesn't look like it was damaged on that side. It's just on the other. Oh, one thing I forgot was, just if we go back in the vehicle, is where the legs are stored. So this lifts up, and yeah, basically you can't really see, it's a bit dark. The legs go under here. Just see if I can get. Yeah, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, well, that's the crank basically that's used to roll the legs up and down. And also, these are standard fittings for attaching to the pickup, which you could modify. So these would attach. Can I remember? Oh yeah. So there's one here, for example. So that would basically screw into there. I won't screw it all the way in, but you get the idea. And then that hooks onto the side, the lip of the pickup. Yeah, can't think of anything else really to show you, but if you've got any questions, then just let me know. Thanks, bye.